Hello and welcome to Destiny Digits. This is the reading for Life Path number 1. Life Path 1s, you guys are adventurers, you are trailblazers, you are fearless when it comes to being the one and only to go after something. You're very creative, very original. Your life path tells you about an opportunity that you have. So we're going to use this reading to tap into the energy that's available to you and see what you can do based on the energy of one. First card out, we have a solitude, followed by protection. We have thriving, and love was the bonus card. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, we have truth. All right, ones, so based on your energy, you battle being codependent versus self-sufficient, right? And so it seems in this current space that you're in, you are discovering the truth, and this could be something about you. This could be you expanding your awareness and your consciousness and kind of going deeper into who you are and the gifts that you possess. We have solitude. So whatever this is a journey that you must go on alone. It's in solitude that you will be able to tap in, find peace, settle your spirit, quiet the noise, ask questions, seek understanding. And so if you have felt alone, or if you feel that on this part of your journey, it is something you have to walk alone, Spirit is confirming that whatever you are doing right now, whatever you are pursuing, this is something that is just about you. Then we have protection, and this is a reminder that you are protected and that your journey, your mission, whatever it is that you are to accomplish is sacred. And it's the priority. You are a priority, right? So no matter what the environment looks like, no matter the people, places, and things, do not read into them, internalize them to think that you are vulnerable to failing. What you see is not always a direct indication of where you're going. Beneath protection, we have thriving. So soon you'll be thriving. Soon you'll be able to see this reflected in your environment. And love was the extra card that came out. And so if this is about a journey, if this is about self-love, if this is about understanding what you love or what you love to do, if this is about a relationship, nonetheless, Spirit is saying that if there is a truth that you're searching for and the truth is somehow connected to love, this could be just dealing with yourself or including another or others. It will become very clear to you at some point, but nonetheless, soon you will be able to see what you desire flourishing in your life. It will be abundant. Next to solitude, we have eagle. It says see from a higher perspective. So when Spirit asks you to step away and to be alone and to be in your own company, the purpose of that is so that you can see things from an expanded awareness, right? So sometimes when we're right up on a situation, we see all these little details, we get sucked into those things and allow us to distract them from the bigger message, the bigger picture. And so when you do take this moment alone, when you do find these spaces and places where you can be calm and relaxed and you can ask those questions, you can also ask for help to see things as Spirit sees it. Protection. Next to protection, we have lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So Spirit is saying that, like we talked about your mission being protected, right? So whatever it is you are supposed to do is taking place, even if it doesn't look or feel like it, right? So enjoy growth. You are growing. And so enjoy the moments that you're in, even if it doesn't look like the outcome that you've desired and planned to see. And for reap rewards, I feel like what is meant for you at the end of this is for you. Anything for you is for you. It can't be taken by anyone or anything. It's waiting for your arrival. And so again, you are protected no matter what it looks or feels like. What is for you at the end is there. And also your journey and your growth along the way is also divinely protected and covered. Next to thriving and love, we have High Priest, intend and create. So this is about manifesting, right? And so at the bottom of the deck, we had truth. So whatever you are searching to know, to understand, and to apply to your life or live out in some way, Spirit is saying also use your gifts. Set out your intention for what truth looks like in your life. What does it look like for you to thrive? What does it look like for you to grow? What does it look like for you to have love? Put those pictures in your mind and set the intention to create those. As a one, you're very bold and independent, determined and ambitious. So tap into those energies that you just naturally possess and create. And remember to sit in silence, to sit alone, to discover. These are extra cards that came out, but I just want to speak about them just in case, they do hold significance as we unfold in the reading. We have be brave and honest. This is the Knight. We have trust in higher forces, the Shaman. Lastly, stand your ground, mountains. So those three cards, we have conviction, integrity, and connection to spirit, right? Alrighty. At the bottom of the deck, we had She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. And so when we're talking about truth and unleashing what's within, it's about discovering your truth, discovering who you are, what you're here to do, what your mission is, you know what I mean? What value, what gifts do you possess? First card out is Temperance. It's about what values, what gifts do you possess? What is it I'm supposed to be doing? Is this job, is this person, is this place, is this thing, are these true reflections of me? Sometimes in relationships or jobs, I'm thinking about this card, Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Sometimes as you grow, not everything around you will grow or grow at the same rate, right? So what happens when you find yourself in a place that was fine a year ago, but 2.5, 3, 4, 5 years in, it seems a little tight, right? It's because all of you it doesn't have room in that place or that space. Sometimes that feeling can be true in relationships. That definitely can be true in the families that we are born into, right? We can kind of assume the familial identity and kind of just think as a group, or we can be our independent selves and really chase what we believe this life is and work to create it. All right. One more card. Thank you. So we had an extra. We have Ace of Wands. And then we had the Four of Wands. I'm so sorry. Ace of Swords and then the Four of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, sweet Ace of Pentacles. So I see two aces. Pentacle and then also Sword. Okay, so there is some power in this thing going on here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 9 cards are majors. Major arcana cards talk about, major lessons in life that shift us, that change us, that grow us, that are necessary for our journey in some kind of way. The minor cards talk about everyday occurrences. Not that they don't have power, but just when comparing the two. So at the center of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So Spirit is involved in this right here, right? That tells us that spirit is present. Now, spirit could come through the form of a person. Sometimes spirit will send us people with messages. Sometimes this card can mean someone who is spiritual and acts as a guide. But nonetheless, this tells us that whatever you're going through, whatever you are building, creating, discovering, searching for, um, this is a part of your divine mission, and so this is an appropriate step for you to be on. So when we're talking about searching for truth and unleashing the wild within, you kind of have to discover what that means. What is within me? What do I stand for? What are my principles? What do I believe? What based on who I am, how would I like my life to look, right? And so we have the sun, we have spirit, and then we have the world. And so I feel like it is through enlightenment, it is through spirit showing you something that you understand your attachment and your connection to the divine, right? And so there's a cycle ending, right? Something has ended, something's about to begin. And I feel like what ends is the old reality or perception of who you were. I feel like now that you understand and you're coming kind of like you're coming online to who you are, to what you are meant to do and see. I feel like the old aspect of you is ending. That old version of self and life is concluding, and you are beginning something now. You are birthing something. This reminds me of the Empress cards, but nonetheless, you are birthing something new, and that something is you. It's an energetic, uplift of you. It's you ascending. It's you expanding. It's you becoming aware. So beneath the sun card, we have the Tower card. So sometimes something has to crumble. Something has to shake us into ascension, right? And so if there was a situation where it was, something that was not stable, something that was not built on a firm foundation, if something dropped, if something fell apart, if something ended, if, whatever that shock was what kind of electrocuted you to awaken, right? This shock is what followed. We have the High Priestess. This shock is what turned you on to something within you, right? And so the High Priestess talks about someone that is well aware, right? They may not talk a lot, but they're aware of much more than they lead on. But this is somebody that is very intuitive. They're reading everything, the micro behaviors, right? They can hear what is not being said. They can read between the lines. They can listen between the lines. So this is somebody that is really absorbing life, but not in a five senses kind of way. This is somebody that is like spiritually and intuitively eating life, to the point that they have this knowledge and this awareness. And so if this is something that you possess and you're just realizing this as a result of this tower, or if this is something that you anticipated, or something, or this tower was revealed to you because you did tap into something deeper, that was followed by this Ace of Swords. And so this is like clarity, it's truth, it's communication. This talks about our mind. And so there was something that you became aware of. And our extra card was the Four of Wands. And this talks about, we can say it's a home, but nonetheless, it's a stable foundation. Four Wands, it's something that you can build on, or you were building with. So a truth was revealed to you about something that you were a part of, something that you felt to be firm and established. And maybe this is where the tower came in. And intuitively, maybe spirit gave you a truth about this situation, not being one of integrity or security. And so spirit is saying, and if this was love, sometimes the Four of Wands talks about marriage or relationship. But if this was love, if you were in a love situation that turned out to be not a true representation than you are, then that's where spirit is asking you to create what it is you desire, put that intention, and you also have to become what it is you would like to receive. And this could be a part. This doesn't have to be love, by the way. This could just be something that you felt was promising, right? But this tower, this intuition, this truth, you learn something to be true. And so it is when you tap into your intuition that you reveal, that you understand that the divine is at play. The divine wanted you to understand something. He wanted you to know something that maybe wasn't apparent. And so this tower brings enlightenment to who you are, to your mission, to how you should move forward. And this Ace of Swords talks about the fact that now that you know this, something is okay to die so that something else can be born. Above the sun, we have Temperance. So now that we are in this state of enlightenment, this is where Spirit says that we need to balance all within, right? And so it is in solitude that we can gain our own footing and our foundation and our own stability. It is where we can see things from a higher perspective, and we can possibly try to understand why this tower was necessary for our growth, right? Sometimes things don't feel good, but if you are supposed to unleash what's in you, sometimes there are triggers, there are things that are necessary. You have to go through things to kind of unlock parts of you that are locked up. And so a tower is perfect for that. It may not always feel good, but it was perfect to birth what's in you that needs to come out. So Spirit is asking you to be balanced as you are. We have Three of Pentacles. So as you engage with others, as you establish whatever it is that you want to establish, whatever this truth is, now that you know what you know, Spirit is just asking you to work creatively, to express yourself, to Three is about being a social butterfly. So when we're talking about Pentacles, this is kind of like being this way in the world, right? And then we have followed by the Knight of Swords. This is like that pursuit. This is somebody coming in to communicate. This is somebody coming in to shed light on truth. This is somebody, that leads with the truth, right? They are always able to cut through the things that are kind of murky and gray, right? And so I feel like this new cycle is a cycle in which you govern yourself, your life, your relationships. Anywhere that you put yourself, you want to make sure that it is a place of integrity. When you're operating with others, whether it be in work, whether you are creating or establishing something based on your truth, Spirit is just asking that now that you know what you know, as you are going through this phase, this is something that you are going to grow into. And so if there was a situation that was sketchy, if you were collaborating with someone, Spirit is saying to see from a higher perspective why whatever was revealed to you was necessary. And it may not be because you need to like go in guns blazing. It was to reveal something about you, even if it happened through or by way of others. At the bottom of the tarot deck, you have Ace of Pentacles. And so this is about being offered an opportunity to really create something. Pentacles talk about the material world, abundance, just something practical, something that we can tangibly see, touch, taste, or feel. But nonetheless, you have a new opportunity to grow something. This is the seed, and nothing is promised. But if you take it and if you operate in your truth, and if you do find solitude, if you remember that you are protected, if you see the love that you desire, if you see the people, places, and things, if you see your life in your mind, it is much easier to go out and to create it. And there is something in you that needs to come out. And so whatever took place, it was necessary to bring something out of you. And so now that you are in this new cycle, now that you are tapped in touch and connected with the divine, you can use your gifts, you can use that connection, and you can really gain a vision and gain a perspective about life, about situations, about where you've been, where you are, and where you're going from an enlightened standpoint. Right? And so a seed is being offered to you to grow it, to make it something worthwhile. All right, ones. I hope that was beneficial. Thank you for stopping by. Take care.